Good evening, friends. Let us learn few more words. Adept. Adept is skillful. Adept person is a skillful person. This is Nipun. Intelligent. Intelligent is having intelligence. Is a clever person. Having a better understanding. Sufficient. Sufficient is not related to adept or intelligence. It is adequate. You have more than enough. You have enough. That is paryapta. That is sufficient. Proficient. Proficient is again adept. Is an expert. Proficiency in the field is pravenya in that field. Is expertise in that field. Right? That is proficient. To develop proficiency, you need to put lot of effort. Right? Be it in any job, in any art, etc. With practice, you can become proficient in any field, be it any. Okay. Professional. Profession is the job. What profession do you do? My profession is a doctor, is a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. Means my profession is law. Professionally, I'm a lawyer. Where what people are doing, they get paid for that. That is professional. Professional. The one who is doing that. Connected with profession. Professional means that is connected with profession. So in this case, adept is closely related to proficient. Okay, not professional. Why? Because the professional can be skillful or adept, or we don't know. And it is adept is not related to job also. It is not related to whether you get paid or not. Right. Whereas professional is about your job, engaged in specific activity as one's main paid occupation. Adept is not paid occupation. Adept person can do for his own entertainment also. He is a skillful person. All professionals need not be very skillful. An adept professional is more skillful than the others. Okay, so proficient is the correct answer. Proficient. Proficient person, generally proficient people are better than the others, be it in any profession. Okay, lurid. Lurid, very bright and glaring in color, in a way that is not attractive also. She was wearing a lurid pink and green dress. What does that mean? It is so glaring that it is it is not attractive. Okay, that is one meaning of lurid. Another meaning is it is very sensational, very shocking and violent, and in a way that is deliberate also. Bhayankar, the lurid headlines means these are little violent headlines. The paper gave all the lurid details of the murder that happened yesterday. That means the paper has explained it in very shocking way about the details of the murder. The movie depicted luridly about the violence that was happening in so and so place. That means it is very shocking or very sensational, very violent. That is lurid. Happy is not definitely related to lurid. Glaring in color is also not related to happy. Abundant is more than sufficient, right? Abundant means happy. It's a feeling of pleasure. Happy means, right? Happy face, happy times, etc. Happy childhood, happy marriage, etc. Abundant. Abundant means it is surplus, plentiful. That is abundant. Fish are abundant in the sea or in the river. That means there are lot of fish. Abundant evidence we have. That means we have enough and more than enough evidence. Abundant is more than enough. Bright. Bright it means it is shining. It is full of light. Bright sunshine, bright room, a bright morning, bright day, bright colors, etc. But bright is more like more of positive word. Though here it is bright and glaring in color, it is shocking also. Right. In this case, it is not shocking. Okay. Bright and glaring in color, and mostly it is unpleasant. Okay. So that's why shocking is the correct word here. It should feel the essence. Right. Essence of lurid is depicted in shocking or violent related words. It is not related to bright, though bright is one of the reasons. Okay. So the essence of the word is about shocking. So shocking is the correct word. Buff. Buff is a person who is actually very interested in certain things in a particular subject. A computer buff, a wine buff, a cricket buff, a movie buff, etc. Okay. Buff. That is buff. Buff also means leather. Leather. Buffalo. Originally, it was in French. It was buffalo. Buffalo. No, in from French, it is taken. Generally, it is made from buffalo leather. So that's why buff also means leather. But in this case, buff means enthusiast. Okay, that is buff. Now, slave. Slave is not related to buff. Buff is someone who is interested in something. Slave. Slave is the person who is owned by someone else. That is slave. What is slavery? Slavery is practice of this. Practice of this. Okay, owning one person owning another person. Nowadays there is no slavery, but until the last century there was slavery across the world. Right? Gulami. Gulam. Slavery is gulam. He treated the employees like slaves. That means he is not treating them nicely. The company owner is not treating them nicely. Enthusiast. He has got enthusiasm. Sargam. Right. Buff and enthusiast. These are closely related. So enthusiast is the correct meaning. Clown. Clown is a comic person. Is an entertainer who wears funny clothes. Okay, is he also is an entertainer. Clown is also used for foolish person also. Okay, behaving like a clown means behaving like a foolish person. Okay, what do those clowns in the government think they are doing? That is disapproving. Means in such case you are referring to those people as foolish people. What are those clowns doing? Clowns doing. Okay, simpleton. Simpleton is a person who is not very intelligent. Gullible. Gullible means not very intelligent and easily tricked. That is simpleton. In this case, buff is enthusiast, not simpleton or clown or slave. Bluster. Bluster. Bluster is behaving pompously. What does that mean? It means talking in an aggressive or threatening way, but little effect. Okay. Bluster also means blowing violently, blow fiercely, blustering wind. That means it is blowing violently. Bluster also means empty threats. They are just talking, right? They are just threatening, but it will not without any effect. That is bluster. I wasn't frightened by him, by what he has said. It was all bluster. That means you don't worry anything about him. That fellow might say, "I'll murder you, I'll murder this, I'll murder that," and all. But that is all bluster. Means he is just talking. He is behaving pompously, boisterously, but there is no impact of that as such. Okay, bluster. Abuse. Abuse is insulting verbally, right? or it can also mean abuse of drugs, etc., using improperly. Okay, that is abuse of drugs. Durvyavahar karna, that is abuse of drugs. Insult is insulting someone, is also abusing someone. Okay, abuse of power, that means using your power to do corrupt things. Abuse of power, let's say you abuse your power to do illegal things, that is abuse of power. Okay, abuse is not related to bluster. Bluster is threatening but with little effect. Okay, so there is threatening. Threatening is definitely synonym for bluster. Abuse is not. Tolerate. Tolerate is to let someone do something which you don't like also. You endure that thing. You endure that thing, but you don't want, you don't like it, but still you endure with that. Sahan, with Sahan. Right, you endure that. That is tolerate. I still tolerate him. Means I don't like him, but still I endure him. Okay. She refused to tolerate. That means enough is enough. She doesn't want to tolerate him more. Suffer. Suffer is pain. Right. It is not related to bluster. Bluster is related to threat. Threatening someone. Okay. Threatening someone is blustering. But bluster means it is threatening, but the threat will not happen. It is threatening just by words. Preen. 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 When you see birds, what they do, they clean themselves, or they clean their feathers with their beaks. Right. That activity is called preening with respect to birds. But in humans, if people do that, if they spend a lot of time making themselves look attractive and then admiring themselves, that is called preening with respect to humans. Obviously, this word is disapproving. Right. Will you stop preening yourself in front of the mirror? If you say that, what does that mean? That that lady is spending a lot of time just decorating herself and admiring herself. That is preening. Preening is definitely disapproving. That is preening. If birds do, that is fine, but humans do, then a little, it becomes little too much. Right? Redeem. Redeem means to do some compensation. Okay? Redeem someone from sin. That means you you try to do something so that the this is redemption. Okay? To save that person from the sin. That is redemption. Save from blame. Okay? Redeem. Redeem also mean you recover that expenditure. Redeem coupon, redeem bond, etc. Right? That is also used. The paying the full sum of money that you owe someone. That is also a redeem. That is not related to preen. Redeem is also used for compensation. Compensation. The excellent acting of the lead actor wasn't enough to redeem a weak plot. That means the lead actor has done a fantastic job, but the plot is so bad that it is not compensating for that. Groom. Grooming yourself means you are decorating yourself for a clean appearance. Groom is definitely a close synonym to preen. Whereas preen is disapproving, groom is not disapproving. If you do little bit too much of grooming, then it becomes preen. Okay. Groom also means person employed to take care of horses. Okay. From this word only, bridegroom has also been taken. Okay. Ponder. Ponder means to think something, to think about something carefully, deep in thought. She pondered over his words. Means she is thinking deeply, carefully about his words. The minister pondered the question for a moment. That means the minister is thinking deeply, pondering for alternatives, pondering over alternatives. That means they are thinking of other alternatives. Prick. Prick means to pick a small hole, making a small hole with something with a needle, let's say. That is prick. He pricked the balloon. That means the child pricked the balloon. That means she picked the hole in the balloon and obviously it burst. Right? So in this case, preen is related to groom. Brash. Brash, you know the word rash, right? Rash driving. Right. Similarly, brash. You remember this rash and brash. Okay. Brash. Brash is very confident, very aggressive, but confidence in an aggressive way. It is again disapproving. Right. Okay. Brash persons are not attractive persons. Slow means taking long time. Slow is not related to brash. Cultured. Cultured means having a refined taste. Is well educated. Cultured person is well educated and able to enjoy things like art, literature, etc. Ramanujan was a cultured person who traveled a lot. Means this person knows a lot. Okay, this person knows lot of cultures, customs, well educated and able to understand everything. Right? Brash, aggressive is behaving in a threatening way. Brash and aggressive. Brash is also, you remember the rash, right? Brash and rash are similar. This is also very aggressive. Aggressive is also very aggressive. So these two are synonyms. Humble. Humble. Humble is definitely not aggressive. Humble, be humble means don't behave. Humble is vinamra, right? Don't behave as if you are very big. Show self-esteem. Stay humble means show less self-esteem. That is humble. Admonition. Admonition. Admonition is giving authoritative friendly advice, giving a warning, but it is a friendly warning only. It is not a serious warning. It is gentle advice, but it is still authoritative. Like like it is done by the father to the child. Okay? Warning to someone about their behavior. But it is still gentle only. Okay? So warning and admonition they are definitely synonyms, but warning is more stronger. Warning can be given to foes or to enemies also, but admonition is more friendly. Pardon. Pardon is forgiving, right? Pardon is forgiving people. The president pardoned pardoned the criminal. That means the president was released. He was forgiven the criminal. Okay. Amazement. Amazement is full of surprise. Vismay. Right? To my amazement, he was able to recite the entire Bhagavad Gita. That means I am amazed. I am surprised. I have great feeling of surprise because this person is able to recite the entire Bhagavad Gita without any help. That is amazement. Okay. Now, admonition is not related to amazement. Award. Award is giving a prize, be it payment or some other prize. So, admonition is closely related to warning. Let onerous. Onerous is something that is that causes trouble or worry or great deal of effort. Trouble is involved. Onerous duty. That means it's a very troublesome, worrisome duty. That is onerous. Difficult. Difficult means it needs lot of effort or skill. It is not easy. Awesome. Awesome means it is very impressive. Both बढ़िया. That means awesome. Burdensome. Burdensome means this is also causing worry, difficulty, or lot of hard work, causing uneasiness or fatigue. Okay. So burdensome and onerous are close to each other. Difficult, onerous duty is definitely difficult, but burdensome is even closer to this. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful, you all know. Pleasing to the eyes. Right? That is beautiful. Be a beautiful girl, beautiful weather, beautiful music, beautiful village, etc. That is beautiful. Applaud. Applaud is clapping. You are showing your approval. You show your approval by generally by clapping. Applauding is clapping. Flatter. Flatter is giving compliments. That is this need not be genuine compliments. These are compliments given for some advantage also. Okay, that is flattering. Flattering. Okay, you say flattering with woman. That means you are expecting something. Right. It need not be genuine. That is flatter. Pray. Pray means it involves devotion. Pradhan. Right? Pray. Praise. Praise is expressing some warm approval or admiration. So this is more genuine. Flatter is not so genuine. Applaud is a genuine thing. Praise is also genuine thing. Okay. So praise is related to applaud. Flattering is also praising, but it is for some gain or advantage. You see the difference. But applaud, there is no hidden hidden reason. But flattery has a hidden reason. Right. Request is asking for something. So in this case, praise is the correct synonym. Identify. You know all identify. Identify is to recognize, to establish the identity. What is the identity? You establish that is identifying. Identifying the criminal. Identical. Identical objects means they are exactly similar objects. Identical twins. That means the twins they look the same. Picture means some photograph, painting, drawing, etc. Envision is wish is vision. Which is to see. Envision is to see into the future. Imagine the future possibility. It is visualizing. Kalpana karna hai, right? That is envisioning into the future. He envisioned the he envisioned product about the product launch, new product that they are launching. That means he already seen. He is imagining the future with that product. The product will sell a lot, etc. etc. She envisioned the admiring glances of guests seeing her home. That means she would have decorated the home very well, or should have added lot of things to the home, and she must be inviting her friends for a dinner or something, and that's why she is feeling this possibility. Envisioned the admiring glances of guests. She thinks the her home is very beautiful. Right, that's why she is envisioning. Notice. Notice is to observe. Right? is observation. Recognize. Recognize is to see, to perceive that identity. Right. In all these words, recognize, pehchan karna. Right. Recognize is the closest word. Right. Identify is about recognition. You identify something. You identify criminal. That means you recognize the criminal. So recognize is the correct word. Reticence. Reticence means talking less. Talking only, that means that is sufficient. Disposition to silence. Taciturnity. Reticent means he doesn't talk a lot. Reserve. Reserve. Reserve, one of the meanings is also talking less. Right? Sincerity. Sincerity is about being sincere. Right? It is not related to reticence. Reticence is talking less. Frankness. Frankness is openness. Being candid. Being candid. Candid we discuss. Candid means being white, being fair, being straight, being candid. Generosity. Generosity means of noble birth, being noble. Udarata. That is generosity, being udar. Reticence and reserve are the closest words. Conceal. Conceal means hide. Conceal a secret. Means hiding a secret. Concealment. Seal. Seal means from Latin it means hide. Steal. Steal is not related to conceal. Probably yes. If someone steals, obviously they will try to conceal it. But stealing is not concealing, right? चुराने के बाद obviously everyone will try to conceal. No one will want to show off that they have stolen some things, right? So stealing definitely involves concealing, but stealing is not the meaning of conceal. Hide. Hiding is the correct word. Conceal is also means hiding. Avoiding. Avoiding doesn't mean hiding, right? Avoiding is keeping away from something. Keeping. This keep. Keeping is definitely not concealing. Okay, yes, someone steals, they'll still keep the item, they'll still conceal the item. But keeping or stealing is not concealing. Concealing is hiding, right? Rectify. Rectify means to make it correct. Rectify the mistake. The mistake has already been done, you correct it. That is rectify. Connect. Connect is joining two things. That is not rectify. Mend. Mend is to make it into the good condition. Amend. Amend is also making it, making some changes, right? Amendment. Amendment means amendment to the act. That means you are rectifying that. You are making some changes to make it better, to bring it into a better condition. Amendment. Amendment of so and so act. Right? So mend definitely means to mend your manners. Means improving something. Mend matters. That means you improve. Mend and rectify. Rectify or making it right only. Right. Resolve. Resolve. Resolving means sankalpana. That means to decide firmly that you will do this, you will do that, etc. Or resolve an issue. That means there is a problem or there is a fight between two different people and you resolve that issue. Means you settle that issue. That is resolving. Okay. So resolve is is not mending or rectifying. Rectifying, that is a problem and you are rectifying that. Whereas resolve, here the problem rectification is two other people are fighting and you are resolving the issue. Whereas mend or rectify is what the self. The person can rectify himself. Solve. Solve is there is a question, you give an answer, that is solve. So in this case, mend is the correct meaning. Imping. Imping is creating an impact. Soap is making it wet. That is not the one. Ridicule. Ridicule means to mock at, make fun of someone. That is also not the one. Argue. Argue is argument. Argue is related to argument. Bahas karna hai. That is also not related to that. Strike. Striking is hitting something. Right. Strike a blow. That means hitting a blow. In this case, soak is definitely not imping. Imping has got two meanings. One is making an impact, the other is encroach. Encroach also means, in technically, imping means hitting or colliding in technical language. So, for example, electrically charged particles imping on the lunar surface. That means they are directly hitting them, colliding with the surface. So, imping does involve kind of strike, right? But argue, ridicule, so they are definitely not close. So in this case, strike is the closest word. Tentative. Tentative means andaza. It is not definite. Unreliable means it is not reliable. You can't trust that. Unreliable is not related to tentative. Tentative means it is not definite. It is reliable, not reliable is a different thing. Tentative idea or tentative program, tentative event. That means you are not sure whether it will happen next Sunday or next Monday, etc. Tentatively, you are saying next Sunday. Okay, that is definitive, not definitive. But unreliable means you can't rely on that. You can't trust that. Unreliable person. Unreliable person means you can't trust that person. Current. Current means it is belonging to right now. Currently, current events, etc. Provisional. Provisional is temporary. It is provisional admission. That means it is not permanent. It is tentative. After that, it can be made permanent also. Provisional appointment. Okay, so provisional is close to tentative here. Final means it is conclusive, definite. Tentative is definitely not conclusive. Right? Tentative can become conclusive later. Similarly, provisional is also not conclusive. Unreliable, current are definitely not related. Final also not related. So provisional is the closest one to tentative. Obtuse. Obtuse angle. What is obtuse angle? The angle that is beyond 90 degrees. Okay. The angle that is less than 90 degrees is acute angle. Now imagine the situation. When it is acute, it will be sharp, right? The angle is small, but then that would be very sharp. Right? How does the needle look? Almost at zero degrees angle, right? As an arrow will have a small acute angle. This arrow looks like this. Right. The angle would be small. Now as long as the angle is small, it is acute. That means it is sharp. But if it is obtuse means it's more like a rock. It is no longer sharp. Right? It is blunt. Right? Obtuse, if the person you are saying obtuse, that person is not a intelligent person. He is not a sharp person. He is a dull person. That's what you are saying. Obtuse, even the angle also, it is said that way, right? The sharp, acute angle is sharp. Obtuse angle is not sharp. So, obtuse means blunt, not sharp. Distance is not related to obtuse. Distance means it is far. Excessive is too much. Vague, it's another good word. Vague means uncertain. It is not very clear. Vagueness. The words are very vague. That means the words are not clear. Aspust. That is vague. Renegade. Renegade means who deserts principles. A person who deserts a party of principles. That is renegade. Rebel is he also doesn't conform to the principles, right? Rebellion. Rebellion means the person fights against the system. Rebel. Rebel. In one of our first videos, we discussed this word. Bell. Bell means war. Bellum. Bellum is the goddess of war. Right. Rebel. This fellow fights. Right. Antebellum. That means the time before war. Ante is before. Okay. Belligerous. Belligerous means one who is ready for war. Who is an aggressive person. Belligerent person, etc. Okay, so rebel is the person who fights against the established principles. Okay, renegade is also same as this. Substitute is one person used in another's place. Okay, football, the goalkeeper substitute or forward substitute, backward substitute, whatever. Okay, is substitute fielder. Informer is a person who informs. Reformer is who brings change. Okay, who brings change. So a reformer can be a rebel also, right? If you want to change certain things, right, social reform, etc., he is not agreeing with the certain things. Now, but a reformer is more a peaceful word. Renegade or rebel, these are harsh words. Reformer, he fights, but he is a peaceful fighter. But rebel can pick up arms, they can pick up weapons, etc. But reformers, they don't do that. Reformers, the fights are generally long fights over years, over lifetime, etc. Okay. So in this case, renegade is rebel. Recollect. Recollect means remember. Okay. Recollect, remember. Recollect facts. That means remember the facts. Revive. Revive. Viv is life. Okay, revive, bring back to life, or strength, or bringing it back to existence. That is no longer working. You revive that. That means you give a new life to that. Memories. Memory is memory. Yade. Right. It is not related to recollect. Okay, you recollect memories, but memories are different. Okay, you recollect memories. You remember your memories, but memory is not recollection. Recover means something that is gone. You're bringing it back, taking it back. Recover health. Recover consciousness. Okay, it is not recollecting. It is not remembering. Okay, recollect means he is remembering. Recovering is not remembering. Recovering is something is already gone, and you are trying to get that possession again. Recover the lost ground. That means the people are fighting. India and China are fighting. Whatever the other party has occupied, this party is trying to recover that ground. Okay, whatever loss that has happened, we are trying to recover for that. So in this case, remember is the correct word. Next, thrift. Thrift is quality of using money very carefully, not wasting money. That is thrift. Obviously, we should be thrift. We should have this quality, thrift. Okay, wickedness. Wickedness is wicked person. Is not a moral person. Wickedness that is not related to thrift. Thrift is about wisely using money, not wasting money. Okay. Miserliness. Miserliness has nothing to do with how wise you use money. Miserliness is you don't want to give money to anyone. If someone is miserly, that means that person doesn't want to give money to anyone. Okay. It's conjures, krupanata. Okay, that is miserliness. Whereas this one, thrift is a more a positive word. Economy. Economy is actually the one. Economical. Someone who is economical. Economical in resources. That means he doesn't waste resources. He uses the resources very wisely. So economy is the correct one. Extravaganza. Extravaganza means spectacular. Spectacular theatrical or television production. Spectacular, literally musical or any artistic. Kalatma. Extravaganza. Right? It is not related to thrift or economy. Probably you will make There are people who will make extravagant things with more money with less money. Okay, the ones who do with less money are economical and they are thrift. Right. Let's get to the next one. Teeming. Teeming means prolific. Bharava. That means it is abound. To be in plenty. Encroaching is not teeming. Encroaching is akraman. Right. Encroaching some land, etc. It is capturing some land. Abound. Abound is full of things. It is plenty. So teeming is plenty, productive, prolific, etc. It is bharava. Abound is the correct one. Surrounding means it is enclosing or encircling. So, but abound means it is full of resources or it is plentiful. So teeming is abound, not surround. Working together is also not equal to teeming. Stringent. Stringent means very strict, very precise. You can't find mistakes. Okay. Stringent laws. Okay. Stringy. Stringy means it is more like string. It is fibrous. Strict. Strict is close to stringent. It is precisely limited or definite. Strict means something is defined. Strict type. That means there is no deviation. Something things are very clear. Okay. So strict and stringent are similar. It requires complete obedience, exact performance. Stringent is also kator. Strict is also kator. Not tension. Tense or tension is related to stiffness. Okay, when you become tense, you become rigid, you become stiff. That is tense. Stringent and strictness are different. Obviously, if someone is strict, if your boss is strict, your father is strict, you can become tense. But strict is different. Stringent is strict. Okay, very precise. Stringent rules and strict rules. Stingy. Stingy is mean, ungenerous, conjures. That is stingy. He doesn't want to give money, etc. So stringent and strict. Please notice the words, they sound very close. Stringy. This is even different. Stringent and stringy are not related. Stringy is more related to string. Stringent is related to strictness. Prevent. Prevent means rokna. To prevent something from happening. That means you don't want that to happen. You won't let it happen. Right. Restrict. Restrict means you limit something. Okay. You restrict something. It still happen, but you restrict it within certain limits. So restrict is close to prevent, but it is not exactly prevent. Stop. Stop is equal to prevent. Right. Stopping means rokna. Prevention is also stopping. Restricting is reducing the limit. Right. You are putting a limit. That is restricting. You prevent someone from watching TV. Means you are completely preventing them. Restricting means restricting someone to watch TV for 2 hours a day or 1 hour a day. That means there are certain limits. Interrupt. Interrupt means you break the continuous process. Okay. Obstruct. Obstruct is to block a process. To block a process. So obstruct is also preventing someone, right? But obstruct prevent is not generally used in negative terms. Obstruct is used in negative terms. You are obstructing my way, not preventing my way. Okay, so prevent is more generic. Stop is also more generic. So in this case, stop is the correct one. Gorgeous. Gorgeous means richly colored, sumptuous, very pleasant. It looks beautiful. Bhavya, extremely beautiful. That is gorgeous. Refined. Refined is very polished, very elegant. Refined also looks good. Tasteful. Tasteful means as I was saying good taste. Gorgeous is about looks. Taste is about taste. Elegant. Elegant, refined. Refined is also elegant. Okay? Dazzling. Dazzling also means very colorful, very bright. You cannot see it properly also. It is so bright that you cannot see it properly. That is dazzling. Gorgeous is splendid and pleasant, and it also means richly colored. So in these cases, dazzling comes to the closest. Okay, gorgeous one would look refined probably, or it might be elegant also. But there is another meaning that is richly colored, which comes only with dazzling. Humbug. Humbug is deception, lying, etc. So deceit is definitely a synonym. Desire. Desire is having a wish, itcha. That is not related to this. Craving is also strong desire. These two are same. These two are similar. Illusion. Illusion means false impression. Maya. You have the illusion. Illusion means you are not able to see clearly. There is an illusion. That means there is a layer which is restricting you to see things clearly. Staying under illusion. We are mistakenly seeing things. Illusion is not related to humbug. Humbug is deceit. Okay, I think we have covered around another 125 words. We are covering them in detail so that you get the clear understanding of these words. Right. Let us learn few more words in our next video. Thank you. All the best. Bye bye.